Hi folks, I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness. Today we're following up on the corruption in the Atoka County Sheriff's Office in Oklahoma, and we're especially focused on Atoka County Sheriff Tony Head. Cockfighting is illegal throughout the United States, including in Oklahoma, where it is a felony. But that hasn't stopped someone in the Atoka County Sheriff's Office from alerting cockfighters who are committing serious felony offenses each time a shark team closes in. It happened in May 2021 and more recently on June 26, 2022. In June, however, the cockfighters weren't just tipped off about our presence, they were tipped off that we had droned them. This sent the cockfighters on a mad scramble to find a drone operator. Robert Bachman, who is the operator of the illegal cockfight pit, found shark investigator Mike Kabliska, who was not flying a drone. Mike was on public land, committing no crime whatsoever, while Bachman, the cockfighter, obviously had committed criminal activity. Nevertheless, Bachman and his accomplice, who was driving, tried to cut Mike off. Then Bachman attacked Mike and tried to pull him from the vehicle. This is how it goes when criminals are protected by corrupt police. They think they can get away with anything. Being a quick thinker, Mike hit the gas, and Bachman and his accomplice were left in the dust. Regarding the cockfighters being tipped off, some commenters have opined that the cockfighters were using scanners to monitor police radios. That does happen in some places, but it didn't happen in Atoka County. We were monitoring police communications, and we never heard anything. Still, I brought the possibility up with one of the people at the sheriff's office, and he confirmed what we thought.
How do you think they found out?
No clue. Nothing went over already.
Since the only people we communicated with were with the sheriff's office has to be the source of the leak. Initially, I thought the leak came from the individual with whom I had direct contact, both in 2021 and 2022. Deputy Kevin Anderson. But then our friends Beth and Merritt Clifton of the blog site Animals 24/7 found evidence pointing in an even more sinister direction. The Cliftons found that Atoka County Sheriff Tony Head is friends with the very suspects who had been informed about our presence. Sheriff Head is friends with Robert Bachman, who runs the illegal pit we exposed in June 2022. And with Kimberly Bachman, who owns the property on which the illegal pit is located. Sheriff Head is friends with Montana Dodd, who ran the cockfight pit we exposed in 2021. The icing on the cake is that Sheriff Head is also friends with Justin Humphrey, an Oklahoma representative who is also in the tank for the cockfighters. Humphrey is trying to reduce the penalty for cockfighting from a felony to a misdemeanor. Humphrey calls himself a lawmaker, but he's really little more than a bagman for the criminals who commit felonies in Oklahoma. Once we got the police report, it sealed our opinion of Sheriff Head. Here is a statement in the report from Deputy Kevin Anderson.
After receiving the information of the alleged cockfight, I contacted Atoka County Sheriff Tony Head in regards of my next step of action.
So Deputy Anderson contacted Sheriff Head, the guy who is friends with all of the suspects. Hannah Gonzalez with television station KXII did a story on the cockfight and brought out an interesting admission from Sheriff Head.
They claim that I'm Facebook friends with both parties involved, which I am. This is a small county. I was friends with these individuals way before I even become in law enforcement. It doesn't mean that I'm going to discredit myself.
Oh, Sheriff Head, discrediting yourself is exactly what you have done. Sheriff Head admits to knowing the cockfighters before he was in law enforcement. The Bachmans didn't just become cockfighters this year. Sheriff Tony Head knows, and has long known, exactly who and what the Bachmans are, and Montana Dodd, who ran the pit we exposed last year, and Justin Humphrey, the cockfighters' bagman. Shark's action in Atoka County prompted another animal protection organization, Animal Wellness Action, to issue a statement about its efforts in Atoka County.
Animal Wellness Action has acted on multiple tips on illegal cockfighting activities in Stringtown and Atoka County for 2 years. We notified Sheriff Head and his deputies of upcoming cockfights, providing the location, time, and even the entrance fees for the cockfights. Not a single time did his office take any action to interdict the fight, even though he has sworn to uphold the laws of Oklahoma. His team were well aware of the fights in this small town and have done nothing but protect the people involved in this form of organized crime.
Now the police say that Robert Bachman is a member of the Choctaw Nation, and the Cockfight property, which is owned by Kimberly Bachman, is on Choctaw Nation land. So the police have handed the cockfighting and assault cases over to the Choctaw Nation Tribal Police, and we will report more on that as developments come in. Sheriff Head could request an investigation by the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation. I expect that the OSBI could get to the bottom of things in fairly short order, simply by reviewing phone records. Apparently, Sheriff Head isn't interested in a real investigation. I wonder why. Regardless, Shark will continue to dig into this issue. If there are any deputies or other personnel in the sheriff's office or anyone else with good information that we can get to the bottom of this, please contact us. We will keep all personal information confidential, as we have for more than 3 decades of animal protection work. We know there are good people in Atoka County who are disgusted by this kind of lawlessness and corruption. Let's talk. To Sheriff Head, I say, you've gotten away with this for some time, but your secret is now exposed. And the good people of Atoka County, and well beyond, are going to know the truth about Tony Head. I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness, and we are going to crush cockfighting.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel to see more of our investigations and learn what you can do to help Shark help animals. If you'd like to support Shark directly and gain access to exclusive content, please consider sponsoring us on Patreon. You can also visit Shark's website to learn of other ways to make a donation.